This week was definitely one of the busiest yet most productive weeks I've ever had as a fashion designer. It all started in New York City's Garment District. After a long morning of errands, I headed over to around 36th, 37th, 30th, and 39th Street, but ended up at my favorite trim place because I was in need of a lot of lace. I've been frequenting Daytona trimming since I was a pre-college kid at FIT.
Okay, we're here. I needed to get this trim in black. So I've had this one. I'm gonna get it in black for another colorway. But look at all the lace trims that they have here.
They somehow always have what I need.
So it started to drizzle. Definitely need to keep a fast pace, but I got 15 yards. So a cute little bag here. Let's make a run for it. Okay, I'm starting to get rained on, but I don't run, so let's just keep chugging along. Okay, it's like really raining. I was tempted with dollar slice. We are upcycling this shirt today. I've had it in my collection for about 3 years now. Don't wear it, haven't sold it, and I want to repurpose it. So here we go. It's this really cute paisley print from Ralph Lauren. It's like a green label, so you know, nothing too crazy, but I've already started picking at it. So let's get down to business with it. I think we're gonna have a lot of fun. It's also got this like really pretty lime green piping lining situation that I'm really enjoying. I don't know. It's on at the sleeves and like the inner part of the collar. I like it a lot. Let's see what we can do with this.
I don't know why it took me so long to realize that I could just repurpose the things that I haven't sold or used in my closet, but I'm really excited that I can finally do that for myself.
We're recording. We are live. Let's do this.
For whatever reason, I find seam ripping so relaxing, but not for this garment. So this was beautifully finished. It had these like double flat felled seams. Everything was like beautiful on the inside. So unfortunately, I had to take out the stitches twice for every seam. It honestly took forever, but it was really relaxing, and I honestly needed something to just like let my mind relax while I was processing the next few things that I was going to do to prep for the week. I spend most of my days doing mostly just this, so I definitely need to also be conscious of taking breaks.
Hello guys, welcome back. Right now I'm prepping for a really long weekend in August in the Hamptons, doing a bunch of vintage and my designs all on one rack. We've got 1 week left, so right now what I'm working on is few of my tags. I make them myself to go with the handmade vintage vibe. These little brown ones for the vintage, and then these like goldish yellow silver ones for things that I design myself. So these back here, how my info. I'm putting together all the little twine pieces, and then I'm gonna run a little bead, like a pearl bead through them, just to add that like little signature. It's taking me quite a while because I literally had to write front and back on all of these. It's been like 2 hours. Now I'm assembling. So let's see how long that's actually gonna take me.
After I hand wrote front and back on all the tags, I looped the twine through, made a little knot, and then added pearls to all of them, and then finished them off with a little safety pin. This was so incredibly time consuming.
That actually took me so long, but basically these are my little tags. They say Bernelli Designs. They have a little pearl on them with the twine, handmade by me and my handle. Then we had to tie the knot, and the safety pin, obviously, to attach it. And then I have my little vintage category. So a little more vintagey looking. The golden pen and the kind of cardboard, more DIY looking thing. Also a littler pearl. And then of course the back just says curated by me. And then we went with the silver safety pin, again, just to keep like the crafty, curated vibe. What they look like side by side.
Midway through projects, I like to lay everything out just to visually check on everything that I'm working on, and also make sure to like refresh my space. It gets really cluttered and it's very easy to just forget a project and avoid things.
Hello. So right now I'm on my floor cutting some fabrics, getting ready to go live on TikTok right now. I am upcycling these pajamas. It's like a little robe, but I love the fabric. This is just a scrap piece, but we're making pajamas out of a robe. My little life hack, by the way, is like I have an old phone that I do all the other things on. Live stream, play music, like anything filler. This phone is for like all of my recording and obviously like my pictures in everyday life. Make sure to keep your old electronic devices around.
I would be lying if I didn't say that I was definitely going crazy at this point. I was trapping myself inside the house to kind of just get everything done as fast as possible. I realized my little upcycling project was definitely taking a little bit too much time off of the fact that I should just be making more quantities of things. But at the same time, once I get an itch for something, I definitely just can't stop and let it go until it just becomes too much. So here is me working through a couple different PJ sets.
I'm on live right now. We're seam ripping. I've gotten through the sleeves, cuffs. Now I'm doing the collar.
At this point, you could probably keep track of how long this was taking me. It was taking me a while.
So this is the progress update. Right now I have the front all cut out for these PJs. The back, we're doing a little bit of maneuvering. Front, and then this is the back of the PJs, which I'm also gonna have to alter a little bit. But yeah.
Wish I could be that girl that has the most exciting routine, but after sewing I just shower, brush my teeth, hop into bed, and die. For those who are curious, here's a little glimpse of my real-time sewing speed. I'm currently doing a baby zigzag stitch and appliquing the lace.
Okay, I want the rose to definitely be the thing on top here, so.
wanted to turbo drive here, I'm not even gonna lie. I reworked these vintage dresses and I am so impressed of how they turned out and how quickly I was able to flip them. This is the first set I made. Not even kidding, I posted it on my Instagram story and immediately just got picked up. So this one actually didn't make it to the flea market. In this next set, I tried to use this little ruffle trim that I accidentally dyed green in a college project that I was doing at FIT. It was supposed to be this, like, not chartreuse, but like a little bit of a limey yellow. It just went full blown, like, brat green, moss green, and I had never used it. So I finally got the opportunity to place it into a fun rework. This is the second set, and this one also flew off of my rack as soon as I got to the flea market. People were quite obsessed with this floral pattern, and I'm not gonna lie, I really wanted to keep it for myself because the cut of the top that I did was so flattering, but I'm glad that people loved it, so. One hyperfixation that I've had recently is slip skirts. They're just so easy and fun to make, and everyone loves them, so I've been making a bunch of fun variations. It's also so easy to use little scraps of fabric that I've never been able to make a garment out of. So in this instance, I'm using this organza that's got this really cool sheen that I've had literally since 2020. I'm making a little mini skirt out of it. It might be just for show. It's super cute though, and it definitely attracted a lot of attention to my rack. Fun fact about me is that my favorite fabric to work with is silk, and this silk charmeuse I've had as a draping fabric from another college project that I had. Figured that my green dress was so successful that I don't really need to recreate it again. So of course I cut up the fabric that I draped it in, and now I have a bunch of little mini skirts that I made in this really pretty powder baby blue. This was the last thing I made for the Flea. We packed up and then we're off. I headed back home out east with all of my things. I definitely look like I'm crazy when I'm traveling with all of this stuff. I was traveling at an awkward time, so I got a lot of space. Was super tired, so I just curled up in a ball and enjoyed my trip. This flea market was on a Sunday, so my mom actually got to come and spend some time with me, which was really nice. And we got up bright and early, got my stuff in her car, headed into Montauk. It was a beautiful day, and my sister came too. Setup was at 9, the market started at 10 and ended at 5.
Best week of the summer.
Wait, stop looking at me. Oh, who is that? Scout. There she is. So cute. Scout. You're so cute. Scout fan. She's like, I want some vintage too. Yeah.